Hi, I'm Giles Morway, and this is Crash Course Crucible History, and today we're going to discuss Crucible and communism.
This guy's a communist spreading propaganda!
Mr. Morway, what does the Crucible have to do with communism?
This guy's a communist spreading propaganda!
Thanks for asking, former self. The Crucible has everything to do with communism.
This guy's a communist spreading propaganda!
It was...
Wait, are you gonna play that video every time one of us mentions that word?
What word?
You know, the word that you just said. It starts with a C?
Crucible?
No.
Then I don't know what you're talking about.
Fine, I'll say it. Communism. Wait, no video?
Oh, sorry, I was distracted by this globe over here. Here's that video you're talking about.
This guy's a communist spreading propaganda!
Okay, can we stop that now?
I don't know. I'll think about it as we roll the intro.
So about 50 years ago, the world was consumed with the battle between communism and capitalism.
This guy's a communist spreading propaganda!
But what exactly was the deal? Well, after World War II, tensions between the Soviet Union and the USA were pretty high. In fact, some people might even call it a Cold War. It basically put everyone on edge, because unlike other wars, this one could cause the extinction of the human race.
But, Mr. Morway, what does that have to do with the Crucible?
Arthur Miller was a writer, believe it or not, and like most writers, he was accused of being a communist.
This guy's a communist spreading propaganda!
Like he said, Harry Cohn did something that would have been considered unthinkable. He showed my script to the FBI. Cohn then asked me to take the gangsters in my script, who were threatening and murdering their opponents, and simply change them to communists. When I declined to commit this idiocy, I got a wire from Cohn saying, "The minute you try to make this script pro-American, you pull out."
Arthur Miller wanted to say something about all this communism.
This guy's a communist spreading propaganda!
Hysteria happening around him. Since everyone was being paranoid, he was not allowed to express his opinion, at least not without persecution and possible jail time. So he decided to use a metaphor. A big metaphor. An entire play of a metaphor. Basically, the Crucible is just a way to talk about the hysteria without actually talking about the hysteria. It's a perfect metaphor because the history of the Salem witch trials also perfectly captured the hysteria of communism.
This guy's a communist spreading propaganda!
See, the McCarthy trials and the Salem witch trials were very different in a lot of ways, but the vast majority was almost scarily similar. I mean, they do say if you don't learn, history will repeat itself. Except this time, history was a little less sadistic. In the McCarthy trials, people were accused, authority figures in government, of being secretly communist, and could be nothing worse. So said people were put on trial, and they were accused, and word got out, and bam! It's a total letdown, but none of them actually were put in jail, detained, or even hung. It's boring compared to so many other extreme events in history, but basically they all got a good public scolding. I guess that's why it's between shades of gray, and not because between shades of communism. In essence, the trials were not the reason that Arthur Miller chose the Salem witch trials as his creative outlet. It was the hysteria incited by the trials that made the connection. In both the Salem witch trials and the McCarthy trials, the trials themselves contributed to the hysteria and made everything about 100 times worse. Apparently putting people on trial and yelling about some fairy tale or other gets people really excited to destroy other people's lives. Although more people died in the Salem witch trials, the amount of people that completely lost it was about the same. Everywhere you looked, someone had seen someone possessed with the devil or Russia, and you couldn't throw a stone without hitting one of the accused. The Crucible by our good pal Arthur Miller is another story entirely. It was, like I explained earlier, a way to express feelings and opinions, goings-on during the communist hysteria, and it was a mighty fine way of doing it. Arthur Miller did an excellent job of removing any and all facades from the people experiencing this communist hysteria and creating a town of absolute lunatics. Compared to the actual Salem witch trials and the actual McCarthy trials, there was quite a bit that was different. But it should have occurred to you that that was a reason for that. Just like there's a perfectly good explanation for every time a movie makes you say, don't go in there. It was created to show a reality of hysteria, to make you feel something, but also make you understand why what the characters are doing is a bad idea or stupid. It's a perfect way to show you the actuality of what was really going on within the heads of those unfortunate afflicted persons. A perfect way to show what everyone else saw, but at the same time keep you saying, why on earth would you do that? Because that means you, unlike them, are still connected to reality. Thanks, Thought Bubble.
Oh, it's time for the mystery document already. The rules of this game are simple. I read a monologue from the Crucible, and I have to try and guess who said it. If I lose, I get shocked with this shock pin.
I cannot bear lewd looks no more, John. My spirit's changed entirely. I often be given naughty looks when I suffer from as I do. Look at my leg. I'm closed all over from the damn needles and pins. The jab your wife gave me not healed yet, you know. And George Jacobs comes again and again and raps me with his stick. The same spot every night this week. Look at the bumps I have. Oh, John, this room's so full of hypocrites. They pray in jail. I'm told they pray in jail. And they torture me in my bed while sacred words are coming from their mouths. It'll lead down to self-defense this town property.
Well, it's either between Abigail and John Prosser's wife, Elizabeth. And I'm gonna say Elizabeth.
Nope, you're wrong.
Cool. So now I get shocked by the shock pin. How?
Well, to summarize, basically the Crucible was Arthur Miller's way of talking about the current events without talking about the current events, because actually talking about the current events could get him arrested. Such is life, and thanks for watching. See you next project.
Inconspicuous.
It's just like you just stopped filming. It was like, I'm more interested.
It's supposed to be like that.
We're just taking everything in one take.
Dude, okay, where would I put this?
You can...
Quiet on the set.
What?
Who is this clown?
Shut
up. I've never
This
run
is
there
normal.
before in my life.
Oh.
This looks stupid.
Okay. I'm sorry, Mr. Morway, what does this have to do with the Crucible?
Oh, well,
More like
Okay.
twice.
What's my motivation?
Every time you...
hi, nope, too far. Just like
We're gonna
rolling
have
through.
like a 5 minute...
Okay, I'm gonna try this again.
What's this red stain on your floor over here?
That's
Don't worry about it. Okay.